Hi friends, I'm Megan from Pip and Ebby, and today we are making what might honestly be the easiest weeknight dinner of your life. If you forgot to thaw your meatballs, or you're just wiped out and need a dinner that basically cooks itself, this is your solution. You can pull frozen meatballs straight from the freezer, dump them into the Instant Pot with sauce, and end up with perfectly tender, juicy, flavor-packed meatballs in about 15 minutes. No thawing, no browning, no hovering over the stove wondering why dinner takes so much brain power. Just dump, press a button, walk away, and let the Instant Pot work its magic. Here is why this method is such a lifesaver. First, zero prep. Seriously, you don't have to thaw anything, chop anything, or pre-cook anything. Frozen meatballs go straight in, and the Instant Pot does all the heavy lifting. Second, the texture is amazing. The pressure cooking environment makes the meatballs super tender and juicy, no rubbery, dried out meatballs ever again. And third, the sauce gets incredible. Gets incredible? Does that sound weird? The sauce tastes incredible. As everything cooks together, the meatballs release flavor into the marinara, turning it into this rich, slow simmer kind of sauce that tastes like you actually tried. And the best part? This works with any frozen meatballs you've got. Beef, turkey, chicken, plant-based, homemade. If it is a frozen meatball, this method handles it. You only need a handful of things. 1 bag of frozen meatballs, around 2 pounds, 1 jar of marinara or pasta sauce, and a half cup of water or broth. Some optional seasonings you can add are Italian seasoning, garlic powder, or red pepper flakes, or just a little extra salt and pepper. And Parmesan cheese and basil or parsley for serving are delicious. Simple, simple, simple. All right, let's walk through it together. Oh no, why is this a theme for Megan? Oh, hi. First, you're going to pour your jar of marinara or pasta sauce directly into the Instant Pot. Now add half cup of water or broth to the jar. Give it a swirl so you can get every last bit of sauce and pour that in too. This helps the pot to come to pressure and can prevent burning. Now dump the frozen meatballs straight into the pot. No thawing, no separating, just pour and very gently stir so they're coated. You don't want to stir too much or they can go to the bottom of the pot and burn. Any additional seasonings you might want to add can go in now. This isn't required, but it's delicious if you want a little bit of extra flavor. Now close the lid and make sure the valve is set to sealing. Always double check this. Pressure cook on high for 5 minutes. The pot will take about 10 minutes or so to come to pressure. This is totally normal. When the timer beeps, let it release naturally for 5 minutes. This will help everything to stay tender and prevent sauce from splattering. Now quick release the rest of the pressure, open the lid, and look at that. Perfectly cooked meatballs in a rich, delicious sauce. Give everything a gentle stir and you are ready to eat. Now let's talk about getting these onto the table, the easy part. You have a few different options. You can create spaghetti meatballs, cook your pasta while the Instant Pot is doing its magic, and then spoon the meatballs and sauce over the top and finish with Parmesan and basil or parsley. Classic, cozy, and foolproof. You could also create meatball bowls. Scoop a few meatballs into a bowl with extra sauce and top with Parmesan or basil. These are great for quick lunches, meal prep, or nights when you just need something warm and effortless. If you want to switch up the flavor, you can try barbecue sauce instead of marinara, Alfredo sauce for creamy meatballs, add mushrooms or peppers, stir in spinach after cooking, or you can mix marinara with a little cream cheese for a creamy tomato sauce. Let's talk through a few troubleshooting issues. If your meatballs are too sauced, reduce the pressure time to 4 minutes next time. If your sauce is too thin, simmer on the saute button for 3 to 5 minutes. Burn notice, burn warning, burn message, burn notice, burn. Okay. If you see that dreaded burn warning pop up, don't worry. Do a quick release, remove the cover, and use a spoon to scrape any burnt bits off of the bottom of the pot. After that, you can add about a half cup of liquid to the pot, stir it really well, replace the cover, and continue cooking. And don't skip the 5-minute natural release. That is the secret to tender meatballs and mess-free sauce. These meatballs are meal prep gold. You can store them in the fridge for up to 5 days, or you can freeze them for up to 3 months. You can reheat them in the microwave, on the stovetop, or on saute mode in the Instant Pot. They are perfect for quick lunches, rice bowls, pasta, or sliders. Why I said it like that? And that is it. The easiest Instant Pot meatballs ever. Frozen to fabulous in minutes with almost no effort. If you make these, let me know how you serve them. And if easy Instant Pot dinners are your love language, hit like, subscribe, and save this recipe for your next I have nothing planned night. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.